Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for flying. Welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. Sean, it's good to see you in the chat, man. What's up? Been a while, dude. It's nice to do that intro again, right? I did a Twitch stream this morning. We played Age of Empires for a couple of hours. That went way better than expected, actually. Now we'll get YouTube started up. I'll be on Facebook tomorrow afternoon. I should have maybe posted this to my Facebook story that I'm live over here, but I'm not going to do it today. We're going to see how it does naturally, and then moving on throughout the rest of the week, I'll be pinging or putting out those stories over there on Facebook too, to let people know we're live. Let's go fly Cancun. Let's go fly Cancun. It's been a minute. Yeah, it has been a while, dude. I'm glad to be back. Get things going again. I've been having some trouble with my larynx. I'll tell that story when more people get here, because I know Hoover and Turtle were wanting to hear about it. We're gonna be in Cancun, so we would be foolish 115 knots. The sucker's slow. There's a faster seaplane in there. All right, 126. All right, that'll work. We gotta get a seaplane, guys, if we're gonna go to Cancun. It only makes sense. Get the flying. You're doing good, Sean. I'm glad to hear it, man. Glad you're doing good, guys. Thank you for the likes. See a couple of you have hit that thumbs up button already. I appreciate that. If you don't know how, this beautiful animation down there will tell you what to do. Likes on YouTube are a little weird, a little confusing. Something I don't like about YouTube: the thumbnails have to be under 2 megabytes. It doesn't matter how big they are, if they're like 4K or 1080p or whatever. That doesn't matter, but they have to be under 2 megabytes, and all of my thumbnails are not that small. So I go rip these Facebook thumbnails, and to put them on YouTube, I got to downgrade them to 720p. So that is interesting. It's one place where YouTube is not as good as Facebook. Crazy, right? Yeah, some flight sim. Kirash, is good to see you again, buddy. Welcome back. Sorry I've been gone so long, dude. Yeah, back on YouTube. Yes, sir. So I posted in Discord the other day. If you're not in the Discord channel yet, guys, !Discord in the chat will get you the link. I posted the new schedule over there. We were kind of in flux last month trying to figure out what I'm going to do, because streaming is not really cutting the bills anymore like it used to. So full-time streaming is kind of going to slowly become a thing of the past, but I do want to keep my channels going. I still want to be streaming. So the new schedule's up. It is cut evenly between all 3 platforms. We're evenly on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube now. Each of them get 3 streams a week. So yeah, good for you, Kirash, because you don't watch on Facebook. So it's good that we're pulling away, and I'm happy to pull away from Facebook a little bit. You guys know how miserable Facebook is in so many ways. So I'm pretty thankful to not be there in full force. You know, it kind of lets me breathe a little bit, and I don't have to care about it as much, which is a lot of the stress of this whole deal has come from Facebook just being a pile of crap. Where is my gameplay for you guys? Where did that go? Oh, there it goes. That's weird. The gameplay became the map. What the heck? All right, well, there's the map in the corner for y'all, so you can see what's going on. Get that audio kind of in a good spot there. But Kirash, I'm glad you saw it, dude. So yeah, we're doing pretty much even spread across YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch now, which, like I was saying, kind of relieves a lot of stress from me, not having to think about Facebook every single day. It kind of sucks that the platform over there is just that crappy, but I feel a big old breath of fresh air, man. I took a little time off trying to get my real life ducks in a row, which that was kind of nice, you know, to just not think about it too much and figure out some other options for me, so where streaming's not such a big such a big thing with my income. Streaming was all my income for a couple of years pretty much, so it's nice to kind of have some stuff working where I don't have to super worry about it. I still need streaming to kick in a little bit if we're going to keep this part-time thing going like we are, but I'm kind of hopeful that this new schedule is going to stick. And between streaming on all 3 platforms and doing some side work in the mornings throughout the week, we're going to be able to make things work out, right? It's kind of what I'm hoping for, so see how it goes. But I'm excited, man. Moral of the story, I'm excited to start working a little more consistently on YouTube and Twitch, in addition to all the Facebook stuff we did. We got some clouds up here, guys. It's making nice and pretty. It is Cancun after all. They're a couple hours behind us, huh? That's interesting. A couple hours behind me, I guess. I'll go ahead and take this wind layer out too, because why not? Make it easy. So I've been playing this game a little bit on Xbox. You can cloud stream this game into the old Xbox. I have an Xbox One. You can't download Flight Sim on the Xbox One. You got to have a new console to download the game, but you can cloud stream it, and you can play Flight Sim on the old Xbox now. But you can't download it. It's all got to be streamed in. And it actually kind of works pretty good. It's not great though. Like the screen refreshes, you'll see a line go down the screen and it'll refresh and it'll get real pixely and stuff sometimes. But for streaming it in, it's pretty nice, and it doesn't take anything to load. It loads up super fast on the console, but it's also a whole lot easier to fly. Console is way easier to fly it. All right, let's get this trimmed down a little bit here. I don't know if they dumbed it down for controllers or what, but it's pretty easy to fly on console. All right, I'll leave that right there. A friend of mine streams on Facebook, but quit because, like you said, the platform is so broken. Yeah, it's a shame. The last time, I think, I don't know if it was last time, a couple times ago, I was live on Facebook, and I said straight up, I was like, if anybody from Facebook hears me complaining like this, y'all rip my partner badge off my page. I don't give a crap. Take the sucker away. I could care less, man. I want to keep partner, you know. Don't take that as I don't want to be partnered. Being partnered is a hard thing to do, especially on Facebook or Mixer back in the day, Twitch, you know. Getting a partner on a platform like that is notable. It's not as hard on YouTube, so it's not as big of a deal. But you know, getting partnered on Facebook, man, it's not an easy thing to do. So I'm proud of that accomplishment, and I want to keep the badge because of that. But as far as the platform itself goes, I really don't care too much, man. If they deleted my channel tomorrow, I wouldn't be fretting over it, because what's left of it anyway, man? You know, Facebook is such trash. But it sucks that people have to quit, or they have to, you know, live in that box of their content. You know, it's something you see streamers do all day over there, is just play that same game every day, you know, same game over and over and over again every day. And a lot of people are doing kind of like I'm doing. Some of my friends have taken to doing what I kind of do, and when they want to do anything else, they go to Twitch. Like Prestige is a good example. He does nothing but farm sim on Facebook because it's safe for his channel and the algorithm. And then if he wants to do something different, he goes to Twitch to do it, which is something I've been doing for a minute too. But you shouldn't have to do that. You know, the platform shouldn't be so messed up that you have no freedom or flexibility to do anything. It's a bummer, but like I said, I'm glad to be free of that. I'm still going to do Facebook. I'm still going to try to stay partnered over there. Try to keep my badge over there just for the formality of it. And of course, I want to be hanging out with my community that we've built on Facebook too. So there's things that I want to stream on Facebook for, but I don't want to be like shackled down to that algorithm all the time and every day stressed about how Facebook is going to go, if it's even going to work that day, you know, whatever it is. So having this split schedule is going to help me a lot mentally, at least, I think. So I think it's kind of the refreshment I needed. Check out that golf course, guys. Big old golf course. Cancun, y'all. Freaking beautiful down there. Look at these huge hotels we got. Some massive hotels. We're gonna run down the width of this beach up high, kind of right here. Then we're gonna take down towards the end of it. We're gonna go a little lower and cut back the other way. See things a little closer. Good old flying, man. Flying. Oh, dang. Sean, if you're hanging around, man, can you see if I have a music command in here? Exclamation mark music. I don't know if I ever set it up or not. I know Twitch doesn't have it. I know Facebook does have it. I need to get everything set up here. I need to get the command set up. I need to get a leaderboard on this stream for donations and stuff like that. Got some work I need to do, but I wanted to get things started. Get things going. Living it up on the beach over here. Yeah, he might have had to leave, yeah. says 1. Okay, well, it says 3 for me, but those things are always out of whack. Goes up and down a lot, dude. And the delay in them, you can never really tell. Now it says 4. Welcome in, guys. We're just getting here. Happy Monday, y'all. Yay. And man, is it allergy season, and yellow jackets are kicking, and it's getting hot again, 90 degrees or so. We gotta go work cows on Friday. I'm hoping it's not gonna be like 98. Man, it's getting hot though. It's getting around to that time of year when I wonder why I still live in Texas. Hit exclamation mark music, Kirash, to see if anything pops up. I don't know if I have that command or not. Crazy Trap, what's up? Welcome back. We're flying over Cancun, guys. We're just getting here today. It's a Cancun seaplane flying kind of day right now. There we go. Zach, what's up, buddy? Hey, I do have a music command, but it only links to my YouTube, not my link tree. Cool. Sean, what's up, man? Welcome back. Yeah, it showed up. It doesn't have the link tree, and just has the YouTube channel. Zach, what's up, buddy? It's good to see you on YouTube, man. Like the good old days. And Crazy Trap, how you doing? Yeah, good looking out, Sean. No worries, man. Yeah, it's there. I just need to update it. Music's going good, guys. My drummer, my percussionist, he's not mine, but he's a studio musician kind of guy. Like, he records stuff for people, so he's not my drummer, but he's the drummer I hired to record my EP. He injured his hand, man. So we got the guitar tracks all done, my vocal tracks all done, the lead guitar's done. We're just waiting to mix and master it pretty much. But the percussionist, in the middle of his recording of my tracks, it's 6 different songs. And somewhere in the middle of him doing it all, he hurt his hand or injured himself somehow, and he can't play. So he's halfway done. He can't finish it. So we're trying to figure out what we're gonna do. The audio engineer says we should give him some time and see if he can recover to where he can finish it, and if not, we'll have to hire somebody else. So that's a bit of a bummer. We're delayed a little bit because of the percussionist, but other than that, things are going pretty good. I got a message earlier today about someone asking me to come on a podcast, a country music podcast thing where they interview country artists with new releases and stuff coming out to help them sell music. So I got invited to that. I'm definitely going to do that. It'd be pretty damn cool. A few little things leaking through. I've had a couple songwriters that are kind of established, want to write music with me now, which is really good. Co-writes and stuff are moving. So just throwing crap on the internet, but it's getting some traction, which is nice. And the EP's not even recorded yet, technically. So the only thing they hear is my acoustic guitar, me playing in this room. They haven't even heard the real thing. So fingers crossed, man. It's going good so far. I hope it continues to go well. You got an Easter event, man. I can't believe it's Easter already, or close to. You got an Easter event on Animal Crossing. I've never played Animal Crossing. I don't know if I'd like it or not. Been here cooking Italian sausage on the smoker. There you go, man. We're having salmon tonight. Some good old salmon. I'm back on my diet. I was kind of slacking on my diet and working out and stuff for a minute there for a couple weeks. I'm back on the diet full swing though, man. I had a Nutri-Grain bar for breakfast, a little bit of coffee, and a Nutri-Grain bar for breakfast. I had a salad for lunch. I'm probably gonna have some peanut butter crackers after the stream to have a little bit more protein or whatever it is, calories, whatever the hell it is, and then salmon for dinner tonight. Back on the saddle of trying to eat healthy. All right, let's land in these shark-infested waters over here, y'all. Yeah, things are going good. You guys, other than, this popping in my throat, we talked about it on Twitch. If you were over there, you heard there were some people that didn't get to hear that. I want to hear the story. So about a week ago, it's been a week ago exactly, I think, my throat was feeling kind of funny and like tense, I guess, tight. All the muscles in my throat were real freaking tight and tense feeling. So I was like kind of touching it, and I swallowed, and this sucker goes pop like a snap. You know what I mean? Like like when you crack your knuckles inside my throat. And since then, it's been a week now. Since then, whenever I swallow, about 20% of the time, it doesn't happen every time, but about 20% of the time when I swallow, my larynx in my throat, like where my Adam's apple is and all that, it cracks like when you crack your knuckles. Like when you crack your fingers. my throat is doing that, which is not awesome. You know, I went to the doctor and they x-rayed me and stuff, and they couldn't figure out what it was. So the lady was kind of saying it's probably nothing too big of a deal. It's probably like stress, something about a vein in my lymph node, like pushing on the vein. I told her that didn't really make a lot of sense though. And vocal strain, she kind of talked about because of me singing so much. I was like, I know what vocal strain is, and this ain't that. But I wasn't gonna argue with her, you know. So I was like, if you think it's all good, we're good. I just wanted to make sure because it's cracking, you know, it's like snapping or popping, whatever you want to call it. And that's definitely not normal. So I wanted to come, you know, get it checked out just to make sure it's nothing crazy. And she's like, no, it'll go away in a couple days, you know, just chill, don't sing, don't talk. So I did that all last week pretty much. I chilled, I didn't sing hardly at all, I didn't talk. I just kind of gave my voice a rest. And it's still there, so it should have gone away in a few days like she said. And then she called me today to check up. Doctor called me today to check up this morning, and it's still happening. I have no symptoms of vocal strain at all. I'm talking to you guys clear as day. I have no symptoms of vocal strain. Actually singing, I didn't know it until today, but singing makes it feel better. Singing makes the muscles less tense and kind of like makes the popping stop for a while. So singing actually is helping it somehow. But anyway, she called today to see if it's still going on. I said, yeah, I don't have any symptoms at all. No vocal strain, nothing like that. I feel right as rain, but every time I swallow, or, you know, most of the time when I swallow, it pops, it cracks, still doing that. Then she said, well, it's not vocal strain and it's not the vein. She said, it could be my thyroid. It could be problems with my thyroid, which is down here in your throat. So my popping is like more up here under my jaw, but could be my thyroid. So they're going to send me to a specialist to get an MRI, I think is what it's called, on my throat to make sure my thyroid's not screwing off. That could be something serious, so hopefully it's not that. Then it could be this thing called clicking larynx syndrome, I think, or clicking larynx something and others, which is where the cartilage and stuff in your throat is not the right spaces between things. I don't really know how to describe it, but something about the cartilage in your throat wears down and the bones kind of like pop on each other or something. So it could be that, which is not as big of a deal. And I'm kind of hoping that that's what's going on. Who knows though? There's a lot of crap it could be, apparently, a few different things. And I don't really understand all the medical crap. So fingers crossed, guys. In about a week, I'll get called by the specialist and they'll schedule me in for that MRI stuff. So fingers crossed it's nothing bad. It could be something pretty damn bad. I hope it's not. But I honestly don't think it is, you know. It doesn't feel like anything that bad. I don't really feel sick or anything. So thinking it might just be the cartilage or something off with it like that. But we'll figure it out. It's been a week though, and I'm ready for my throat to stop clicking every time I swallow. Gets mildly annoying, right? Don't want to tell about your diet? Oh, me skipping a little bit? Yeah, I was slacking for a couple weeks, man. It's just real easy to not stay on a diet. It's funny how that works, right? It's a lot easier to fall off of a diet than it is to stay on one. Funny how that stuff works. Oh, there was some lag. Do I like paint or pottery? Not really. Pottery's kind of cool, but I wouldn't be good at it. My wife is into that kind of stuff though. My wife likes to paint. She painted that. You guys probably can't see it, but she painted that thing. It's a copy of I don't know who it is, Van Gogh or something. You see that right there, that painting right there? My wife painted that. It's a copy of another painting though. She had like the painting right beside it and copied it over, if that makes sense. So it's not like an original thing of hers. She just wanted to copy that for practice or whatever. So my wife does a little bit of painting. She's not bad at it either, as you can tell. She's not horrible at it, but I would be very bad at it. Yeah. I would be bad at it. I don't know what the name of it is, man. Yeah, like I said, you can see it. Whatever it is, that's it right there. That's the whole painting. It's like a tree over here. That's like a tree on this side. And that's the moon, I guess. I don't know what it's the same artist that did Starry Night. Yeah, but I don't think it's that one. Starry Night's the one with all the swirls in it, isn't it? So, same artist, different painting. Similar style, I guess. Fingers crossed, Sean. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, we'll figure it out. No matter what, it'll be all right, dude. And no matter what it is, it'll be okay. All will be what it's meant to be, I guess. Yeah, I'm hopeful it's nothing too bad. It doesn't really feel like it is, man. I feel like if it was something real serious, I would have other stuff going on, right? I'd have other symptoms, probably, if it was something real bad. But I read through all the stuff with thyroids, because they're talking, oh, it could be thyroid problems. And I read through all the symptoms of thyroid issues, and I don't have any of them. Of course, I don't have any symptoms at all, so go figure, right? But, you know, in typical worried fashion, I guess I Googled it and read all about thyroid issues and stuff, and after the doctor told me that today. And I don't have any of those symptoms at all, so I'm pretty confident that my thyroid is going to be okay. And plus, the popping is up here, and the thyroid's down here. So the popping is in a totally different part of my neck than where my thyroid is. But your thyroid can click and pop. But this is happening up here under my jaw, like under my jawline and my throat, where the thyroid's down at the bottom. So I don't think it's that, but we'll see. We'll let the doctors say what's up. I'll try not to assume. We'll just let the doctors tell me what's going on when they get me to it. But it'll be a couple weeks, man. It's gonna take a week for them to call me at all. The ear, nose, and throat doctor is who I'm going to see. They said it'll be about a week before they even call me, because they got to clear insurance paperwork and crap. And then in a week they'll call me, and then it'll probably be another week before I'm scheduled up. So it'll be a couple weeks, probably before I even see them, much less before we know anything. So until then, I'm just gonna chill and try not to worry about it. Try not to think about it too much. Yeah, thoughts and prayers are appreciated, just to make sure it's nothing serious. Keep your fingers crossed, but I think I'll be all right. Kirash says, yeah, it's pretty cool, right? So yeah, to answer Crazy's question though, I would be a horrible painter, without a doubt. A horrible painter. I'd probably be pretty bad at pottery too. most likely, man. Cancun is really cool. I guess that's the beach that everybody vacations on. It's got all those massive hotels. We should go. Let's follow the coastline a little further south. Cancun's already pretty far down here, but really get a feel for how much nicer the beaches are. Colin, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, man, it is good to be back, dude. I appreciate it. Guys, don't forget to hit that like. We got 2 thumbs up in here, y'all. This will show you what to do if you're new to YouTube, if you're from the Facebook streams and stuff. That thing down there will tell you how to hit that thumbs up for us. Make sure you hit the like, guys. It supposedly makes a difference over here too. Yeah, if they've got all sorts of ways of fixing it, nothing to worry about really. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, whatever it is. I guess worst case scenario, they'd have to do some surgery on my throat, which would really suck because I'm playing music again. That would be bad timing, but I don't think it's even that serious, man. It doesn't feel like it, but like I said, when it comes to that kind of crap, they definitely want to check and make sure. And plus, they get paid for that too. Like, we need to do an MRI, which I believe they do, because they need to rule out anything. So the MRI will tell them in detail what's going on in there, so they can really rule out any serious crap. So I agree, they do need to do an MRI, but let's not forget about the fact that they get paid to do the MRI, so of course they want to. Fuel, let's fill her up a little bit. We weren't running real low. We were still about halfway. But good looking out, Sean. I forget that a lot. End up crashing out of the sky. Yeah, Kirash for sure, man. I don't think it's too big of a deal. We'll see how it goes. For all I know, man, I could be actually getting sick. It could be a regular getting sick thing, and it could be some kind of swelling in my throat that's like pushing on something. It could be a slew of crap. Like I said, no matter what, we'll be all right. Let's just hope it's nothing they have to go inside of me to fix. That's the main thing. Cross your fingers, guys. Pray it's nothing they got to go inside of me to fix, because that would suck. I got one of my friends trying to get me to come and play some shows in San Marcos. We got a couple shows been offered in San Antonio and one in Corpus Christi, and I might start playing. I feel like I am going to start playing gigs again. So I've been trying to practice my set list and get a 2 or 3 hour set going so I can start playing bars again on the weekends. And as soon as I start trying to do that, all this crap starts going on in my throat. So it would be horrible timing if it actually is serious. So let's hope it's not for that reason too. BRB, all right, Crazy Trap, we will see you soon. Guys, I'm glad you're chilling. We had a good stream on Twitch this morning. We held around 7 or 8 viewers on Twitch, which I didn't expect because I had not streamed on Twitch in about 2 months. Same for YouTube. I haven't been on YouTube in a while either. So it's cool to have some of you guys here hanging around and chilling. I appreciate it, guys. Again, we'll be live on Facebook tomorrow afternoon around this time or so. We'll be live on Facebook tomorrow doing some farm sim. Then after that, I'm going to start posting these streams to Facebook as well. So hopefully that'll get some more of the Facebook audience to pull over. But I didn't expect anybody to be on Twitch this morning at all because I've been gone so long. And same for YouTube. I didn't expect anybody to be here. So I'm glad some of you guys are hanging out. It's good to see y'all. It has been a long time. I don't normally take extended breaks like that. I miss some streams here and there. But I don't usually take a long extended break. I think I was gone for what, a full couple weeks or something, wasn't I? Let's see. Last time I went live was on the 30th of last month. So yeah, a couple weeks I was gone. I don't normally go away for that long. But I'm glad y'all are here. We're just gonna fly the coastline for a bit, guys. In a minute, I will land somewhere when I get bored. I'll land somewhere and we'll switch planes. It's kind of cool, isn't it? Never get over how realistic this game looks, especially on the computer. I've been playing on my Xbox a little bit. It doesn't look as good on Xbox. Funny how that works, right? Hoover, what's up, buddy? Welcome, man. It's good to see you. It's a cool little cockpit for this plane, though. I like that it has that big screen right in front of you. Everything front and center. It's a joystick plane, too, just like what I'm actually flying with. So that's a little more realistic, I guess. How's it going, though, Hoover? Welcome, man. Good to see you. I think Hoover stopped by for a minute on the Twitch stream this morning. We were playing some Age of Empires. Some Age of Empires over there in Turtle. What's up? No worries, Turtle and Hoover. If you guys want to hear about the throat thing we were talking about yesterday, you can just rewind the stream about 10 minutes. And you'll hear me saying all that crap. We were just talking about it. I was waiting for y'all before I said anything, but I guess about 20 minutes in, I decided I'd just tell the story. You guys can scroll back about 10 minutes and you'll hear the whole pitch of what's going on with my throat. Bradley, what's up, man? I missed you in there, dude. Bradley, if you're still here, man, welcome, buddy. I hope you're doing good. Says, hey, Ty, you beautiful man. Bradley, it's good to see you, dude. Welcome in, man. Welcome in. I'll tell you what we're gonna do now. This is something I don't think I've ever done. Awesome, dude. Got 3 more treatments and then a PET scan and go from there. Sean, that's awesome news, man. Amen, brother. Update on me. Cancer shrinking and almost gone. Got 3 more treatments and then a PET scan, a CAT scan probably, and go from there. Hell yeah, dude. That's good news, Sean. That's awesome news, man. Show, what's up, dude? I'm proud of you, man. I'm happy. That's awesome to hear. Oh, no worries. I thought y'all were watching The House. You're talking about that doctor show, right? My wife likes that a lot. Talking about that show with the doctor, aren't you? I thought you meant you were watching The House. Let's go main menu here, guys. We're gonna go to the plains of Africa. I don't feel like I've flown there much, and I think there's animals out there. So we're gonna switch planes. We're gonna get something with some tires on it. Maybe we just stick with that one. Let's see, what's the top speed here? We want the faster plane we can get here. Yeah, that's gonna be the one. 126. That's weird. Not a tail dragger? I've never seen a a cub crafter with a tricycle thing going on. All right, we'll take this one. Hey, we can make it blue. All right, let's go over that. All right, guys. I don't know where the animals are, to be honest with you. Is that Madagascar? Let's go fly this. Isn't this Madagascar, guys? Right here. I think that's it. Let's go flying here if we can. Are there any airports in this whole wide area? Let's check it out. Awesome, Brad. I'm sorry I missed you for a minute there, dude. But welcome in, bud. Yee. We'll get a big oh yeah for you, Sean. Again, that's awesome news, man. Awesome news. My mom had a little bit of a scare where she used to have cancer. I don't know if I talked to you guys about that or not, but a lot of the crap that's been going on the last couple months where my grandpa being in horrible health and he of course passed. Then my mom has 3 hernias. 3 hernias. Which is pretty sketchy because in 2017 she had a hernia rupture her stomach and she liked to die. She went into a coma over it. She went septic and went into a coma over it, and the doctors told me and my brother several times to let her go. Me and my brother were like, we don't give a crap, dude. I don't care how much money it costs. I don't care what it is. You keep her going until there's without a doubt no chance, you know. But they had her plugged up to machines and stuff and kept telling us a few different times, man. They told us to pull it and let her go. Me and my brother were both like, nope. We'll rack up the bills, man, because we don't think the fight's over yet. And she came out of it and she's fine. She's here today, but she had a hernia caused that in 2017. Now she has 3 more hernias, which is concerning because that kind of deal could happen again. But at the same time that they found these 3 hernias, they found a growth where her cancer used to be. And so they were kind of worried about that too. But the great news is that it's not cancerous. It took a little while, but they got in and checked it out. And that little growth is not cancer. It's benign. So that's great news. Amen for that, because that was scary as hell. Now she's just got to wait until they can do surgery on the hernias and make sure that it doesn't rupture her stomach again until then. So that's been going on. It's a little stressful, but good news. The growth turned out to be non-cancerous for her, which is great news, of course. And now we'll just wait, and she's just got to be careful. Well, the hernias can chill for a while. She's got to be careful that she doesn't stress herself and stuff. And then hopefully they'll do surgery on her at some point and get to fixing that. All right, we're flying Madagascar, guys. Christopher, we can land anywhere in the world, I believe, but right now we're flying Madagascar. We'll maybe go check that out later on. I don't know where that is. We'll have the mods check it out, see if they can find me an airport and stuff. Do some research on the area, see where we're going to fly. We can maybe fly that in a bit. Yeah, this is Madagascar, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if it's a place in the world, it's in the game pretty much most of the time. If it's a place in the world, it is in the game, guys. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up for us if you can. Likes will help the stream a lot. It's a pretty cool looking plane, isn't it? Pretty fresh. I like that paint job. It's pretty sweet. Tommy, what's up, bud? Welcome back. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, other than that, things are going pretty good. I've been helping on the ranch a little bit more and doing some side jobs for people around my hometown and stuff. I'm going to tomorrow morning, I'm gonna go meet with an electrician in my hometown and talk to him about some apprentice programs and stuff. That might be something I'm interested in doing. So I'm gonna go chat with him tomorrow. He's able to meet me and talk about how it works. He started his apprenticeship when he was my age. Actually, he started his apprenticeship late too, but he worked through it, right, which is how you could do it back then. you could just get a job without certification and then get certified as you worked. I don't know if it still works like that or not, but we'll see what's going on. I'll talk to him tomorrow and see what my options are, if that's something I'd have to go to school for or what. Ranch work's always been a bit of a dream job of yours. I grew up on a small cattle ranch, man. It's nothing crazy, but I grew up on a small cattle ranch. If you've ever seen a cow dog herd cows, that was my job. It still is my job whenever I'm out there. Yeah, if you ever watch a YouTube video of a cattle dog herding cows, that's pretty much what I do. I get thrown out there with a stick, a literal walking stick, right? Like a wooden walking stick, and push the cows where they're supposed to go. The good news is they're herd animals and they kind of just go where they're going anyway. So we'll bait them with food a lot. You know, we'll throw out little pellets, cubes they call them, but we'll throw out little pellets and stuff, and the cows will just kind of follow the food and go where you want them to go. So it's pretty simple. Pretty simple job, but whenever they're not moving or whatever, I have to get up behind them and hit them with that stick a little bit, not aggressively, you know, but pop them in the back with that stick and hoot and holler at them all day. You know, you're hooting and hollering and woo, move, let's go, clapping your hands and stuff, trying to get them to move. That's pretty much the gist of the job, man. They get kicked in the knees a lot. If you're actually in the pens with them, man, those mama cows will kick you sideways. It's crazy. You think, like with a horse, the rule of thumb is don't go behind it and it won't kick you, right? You can stand beside a horse and it won't kick you. These mama cows, man, they will do jujitsu to kick your butt no matter where you're standing. I've stood beside mama cows and they'll like lean over and contort their body just to kick you in the shin. Luckily, I've never been too hurt doing it. I've been kicked a lot, but I've never had anything actually happen, like any bad injuries. That's cool, man. I love it. Yeah, I'm happy I got to grow up out there, man. I am. Ghost, what's up, buzz? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm glad I got to grow up on a cattle ranch like that. When I was the way I tell it, when I was a kid, it was super boring. When I was younger, I hated it. When I was little, all my friends lived in town, and so I hated being out there and stuck on the ranch in the middle of the country, and I felt like there was nothing to do. You know, there's nothing to do out there. So as a kid, it drove me nuts. I was like, man, I wish I was with my friends in town and we can go riding bikes and stuff. Out here, I'm kind of just sitting in the middle of nothing and there's nobody anywhere around me. So it got boring as a kid, and I didn't enjoy it as much back then as I do now. But looking back on it, man, I'm thankful for every minute I got out there. And I still, you know, my granddad's still kicking strong. He's old, but he's healthy and young at heart, you know. So he's still out there running the cows with the rest of us, and I still get to go out there and help them when they need me. So I'm proud of those moments, man. And I'm definitely nowadays, as my granddad gets older and older, I'm cherishing the time we get to go out there and work with him. It's definitely cool. Memories I know I'm gonna keep forever, you know. So anytime he ever calls me for help, I go. No questions asked. Of course, he's done a lot for me in my life, so I owe him. He calls me and says, hey, I need help with the cows. I'm like, I'm on my way, man. Because he's done a lot for me when I was a kid. So I definitely owe him. And then it's, you know, good time spent with him. So yeah, it's awesome, dude. Definitely lucky and blessed to be born in that area and get to do that growing up. Ghost, how's it rolling though, man? Glad you're back. Time missed the streams. I'm glad to be back too, man, for sure. Yeah, really glad to be back. We were chatting a little bit about what's been going on. You guys know the schedule's in Discord, so if you guys want to actually see the schedule, it's in Discord. It's confusing as hell, just because it is what it is. But the schedule is confusing. It's so confusing that I'm not going to be able to tell you what it is verbally without immense detail. So if you want to see the actual schedule, it's in the Discord server, guys. !Discord in the chat for the link. But really, the only thing you need to know is we're doing 3 streams a week on each platform: Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, and it's rotating days, kind of. So today is YouTube, tomorrow's Twitch. No, tomorrow's Facebook. Today is YouTube, tomorrow is Facebook, and Wednesday is Twitch, right? And then it repeats itself again with some morning streams kind of peppered in there too. But that schedule will tell you what's up, guys. But I am evenly spread now on all platforms. 3 streams on Facebook, 3 streams on Twitch, and 3 streams on YouTube. No platform is getting any more than the other. It's all even now, which is nice. I'm glad to kind of be less reliant on Facebook now. The schedule's just starting today. Today's the first day of it. But I already feel a lot of relief, man. Not feeling like I have to be on Facebook every day. Feeling like I have to care about the algorithm over there and stuff. Feeling like I can't play Flight Sim because the algorithm won't let me. Stuff like that. I already feel a lot better mentally about it. You know, I'm refreshed and feeling like I really want to be streaming. Where on Facebook sometimes, man, when that's all you're doing and all you're thinking about is Facebook every day, it gets to the point, man, where certain days you just don't even want to do it. You know, it's like, man, I love streaming and I love what we built, and I'm very lucky to have what we've built, especially on Facebook. But then it'll be time to go live, and you'll be like, man, I kind of don't want to, because I don't want to deal with Facebook. I just don't want to have to do this crap. So having pulling away from Facebook a little bit kind of refresh my mentality on it and makes me excited to stream, which is what I needed, I think. So I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good about the future and things to come, and I'm feeling good about splitting the schedule. I know it's kind of weird to be on so many platforms and everything be divided. A lot of streamers would disagree with that. It's not a good strategy, but I honestly don't give a damn. I'm happy to have flexibility and options. You know, we'll do everything on Twitch, not simulators, RPGs, survivals, just like we always did. Twitch will be all that stuff. Simulators will be YouTube and Facebook, but Facebook will just be farm sim every day, and then everything else will be YouTube. So YouTube will be like truck sim, flight sim, house flipper, things like that. And we'll protect the Facebook algorithm by just doing farm sim on that side, and then Twitch will just keep doing non-simulators, and that'll should work out, man. I know it's a little weird, but that's what I'm gonna do. So, but I'm excited about it. Again, Hoover, thank you for the links in the chat. Excited for Saturday. What do you guys got going on Saturday? You probably told me and I forgot already. I saw your truck, Hoover. I saw that truck you were working on in the chat, man. Looked like you had a fun time on that one, bro. It's not very often, man, honestly. When I was a kid, I worked in a shop, you know that. I think maybe once or twice ever I saw the whole cab took off the frame like that, like the whole body off the frame. I think I've only seen that twice in all the years I worked in a shop. That was a kind of a rare occurrence, I think. In the body shop, they would bend frames, man. Have you seen them do that? I don't know if they're supposed to do that or not. It seems kind of sketchy, but they would. They had a frame machine, they called it, I think. A frame machine in the body shop. And they would, so if a truck got hit and the frame got bent, right? Like, think of like the left side of the frame got bent over or something. They'd set it on that thing and tie it down to it with chains, and then they would pull the frame back into shape and cut on it and weld on it and all that crap. I obviously never did any of that stuff, but it was always crazy to see a truck that damaged, and they're like, we're gonna fix it, man. It's like, damn, bro, I don't know how I feel about that. A frame straightener, very dangerous. Yeah, it always seemed real sketchy, man. They would tie it down with chains and stuff and like shackle it to the machine somehow, and then they would go to pulling on it on the other side with these winches, and then they would sometimes cut it and weld pieces onto it or whatever, if they had to, if they could. Some kind of approval stuff that has to be done with it. Like, they can be too far gone, right, where you can't fix it. But if it was fixable, dude, they'd slap it on that frame machine and they'd get to work on it. I always thought it was sketchy. I was in the paint shop though, so I was kind of like, it's not really a stall, but it's not a new building either, but it's like another section of the building. The paint shop was kind of in the back, so I didn't work anywhere with that, but I'd walk by it and see them doing it sometimes. I don't know about that, man. Seems like a job I wouldn't want to be doing. I imagine it's very dangerous, right? Like, I've been telling people I kind of might do this electrical thing. People are telling me that's super dangerous. I never really thought of it as a dangerous job, but I've told people I might try to go get an apprenticeship as an electrician and start learning it because I think it'd be kind of cool. And yeah, it's a decent paying job, something to do, keep me out of an office or a cubicle, which would be nice. So it seems cool to me, but a few people I've told have told me it's apparently being an electrician is super dangerous. Like, not if you turn the power off, right? That's kind of that's the whole thing, right? Turn the power off and you're good to go. As long as that step is checked, everything else should be pretty fine and dandy from there, right? I guess it is probably pretty damn dangerous though if somebody turns it on while you're working, or you know, other stuff could happen. Yeah, pay attention to detail, take safety serious, and you'll be fine. That's kind of what I think. Yeah, as long as you're paying attention, man, it should be okay. We'll put it this way, I've never known an electrician that's been seriously injured. Never. Personally, you know. Never known an electrician that actually got hurt on the job seriously in any way. As long as you're checking all your marks, man, it should be relatively safe, I think. Our Madagascar is freaking big, man. All right, let's see if we can put this down somewhere. It's kind of rocky. A lot of trees. Somewhere down here is King Julian from that movie. I like to move it, move it. He's in Madagascar, right? That's where that movie's at, I think. That movie's called Madagascar, isn't it? Yeah. Ron, what's up, buddy? I'm glad you made it, man. It's good to see you. There we go. Welcome in, Ron. Good to see you, man. I'm glad you were able to tune in. Trying to pick a relatively smooth place to land without a crap ton of trees. Going for right over this clearing in front of us here. Look at this. Look at this professional flying thing going on. And Clone Airlines. Professional as it gets, y'all. A little bouncing. Check the suspension, you know. Not bad, I don't think. I think I did okay for having no clue what's going on. Now we're in the wilds of Madagascar, just like that. Pull back, pull back. Jump out of the plane, man. Dude, talking about airplanes, I'll try to describe what these people are gonna do. There's a new Red Bull deal going on. They're setting up for it. I saw it on TikTok earlier today or something. They're setting up for it. It hasn't happened yet. There's these two pilots, right? They're in a plane kind of like this, maybe, you know, little single engine plane, nothing crazy. One of those stunt planes, I guess. But they got two planes, right? This is what they're gonna do. You guys need to look this up. If you saw that TikTok, Hoover, yeah. You guys need to look this thing up if you can find it. It's another Red Bull stunt. So Red Bull airplane swap maybe will help you find it. Kind of gives it away. So these two guys, man, are gonna fly up. I think they said 12,000 feet, right? I think what they said was 12,000 feet. It's pretty high. But these two dudes, two separate airplanes, right? They're gonna fly up to 12,000 feet in the air. Then they're gonna nosedive the plane straight down, right? Like straight down. Then they're gonna jump out of the plane and swap. One pilot is gonna get out of his plane and scoot over to the plane beside him, and they're gonna switch aircraft. And then before the planes hit the water, it's over the ocean, of course. Before the planes hit the water, they're gonna try to pull up out of the stall and fly away. So they're gonna, you know, basically get in one plane, fly up in the air, nosedive, get out of that plane, somehow walk or like crawl over or fly over to the other one. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but they're gonna switch airplanes midair and then pull out from the stall and fly away. That's their goal. I guess if you Google Red Bull plane swap, you'll probably find it. I don't know when it's supposed to go down, but that is really crazy to me, man. Guys, do a ! follow age. If you're in the chat, comment ! follow age in the chat and see if that bot's working with follow age. I don't know if it's turned on or not. It should be. Oh, that truck was a full frame swap. Okay. Rather build an engine over doing that? I bet, dude. Sounds pretty crazy. Yeah, no joke, Turtle. I guess it's not turned on. It should be. I'm glad we checked though. I do need to, you know, double check. We have in, yeah, Stream Elements is in here. Okay. Maybe I just have follow age turned off on Stream Elements. Let's take a gander guess. Man, I haven't seen this thing in a while. They not have it anymore? You guys see my screen flashing? Remember me telling y'all about that? You can nuke someone's username. Moderators can. Moderators can nuke username. I don't know what that does. Let's not find out, guys. Let's not check that. Song request stuff. 8-ball. I guess they don't have follow age anymore. All right, well, that makes sense that you guys aren't getting it. We'll go to Nightbot, I guess. We'll switch back. Well, technically, I'll either switch back to Nightbot, which will give you your follow ages in, or I'll do the Mix It Up bot. You guys remember the bot I had on Mixer? I can move that bot to YouTube. So the actual that's a really good chat bot. Mix It Up bot is a major league versus these minor league bots. So if you want to look at it this way, Mix It Up bot is MLB, right? Is the one we had on Mixer. That's Major League Baseball. These bots like Stream Elements and Nightbot and stuff like that, those are minor league teams, maybe collegiate level, you know, college minor leagues is like Stream Elements and the Cloud bot or whatever it's called, and Nightbot, kind of mid tier. Again, Mix It Up bot is major league level. Then you got these bots like we have right here in this chat. It's kind of minor league level. And then you got Facebook's bot. It's playing T-ball. That's how it's a good way to sum that up, right? Facebook's bot is not even playing high school baseball. That sucker's playing T-ball, man. That's what the Facebook bot is. Yeah, Mix It Up. Yeah, I'll try to get Mix It Up again. Mix It Up's a good bot. I don't play Minecraft anymore. I haven't played Minecraft in two years, 2 or 3 years maybe. It just got boring to me, Adrian. I don't know why, man. Hoover and Turtle, do y'all ever play anymore? Hoover and Turtle used to play back in the day. I tried to play a couple times, but it's just boring to me. There's just nothing to do. Playing T-ball, yeah, that's the Facebook bot, dude, without a doubt. Yeah. So Aiden, what's up, bud? Welcome back. Adrian, my bad, man. Adrian, welcome back. So the way that we're doing stuff, man, all of my non-simulator games are going down on Twitch. So if you want to watch non-simulator stuff, !Twitch in the chat. We'll get you the link to my Twitch channel. It is a new Twitch channel. It's not the one I used to have years ago. It is a new Twitch channel. So if you want to follow that, man, you can catch me playing survivals and stuff over there sometimes. But this channel and Facebook channel is all simulator games now. Occasionally jump on Minecraft until I get bored in about 30 minutes. That's what happens to me if I ever play it. I can get in it for about 10 minutes, dude, and I don't even want to build a house. I go play for a minute and then I just don't feel like it. It's just, I don't know what it is, man. It just got boring. I kind of thought maybe if I played with some of my friends, you know, Waggus still plays, Vot still plays. Like maybe if I play with one of my friends, it'll be more fun. But even in multiplayer, man, I get bored of it. I guess I just played it too much, man. So now I don't really care to play it. Even with the new updates and stuff, I don't want to play. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, play for 5 minutes or so and then you're bored. Yep, that's exactly right, man. Same way for me. I guess we just burn out on it, dude. I guess we played it so much. We just all got burnt out on it. We all kind of seem to be in the same place. Just don't really have fun with it anymore these days. But I do love survivals, man. I love survival games. And I'll be playing them on Twitch. RPGs and survivals on Twitch mostly. The Twitch link should be in the chat. Did that Twitch link work? Does that command not work either? We got some work to do. Mods, if you don't mind doing it, you can grab the Twitch link out of Discord and throw it in the chat. Yeah, I have Euro Truck. I love Truck Sim. It's one of my favorites. Yep. Adrian actually built a pretty decent career, quote unquote, playing Truck Sim on Facebook, man. I popped off on Facebook with Truck Sim. What was our record, Hoover? Do you remember our viewership record? It's 1,000 something. 2,000 or something like that. Yeah, man, for a little while on Facebook and Truck Sim specifically, we were having hundreds of viewers every day. Hundreds of viewers every day. And some days, man, it will really pop off and go into the thousands of viewers. It was insane, man. Unfortunately, Facebook doesn't love us like it used to. That doesn't happen anymore, man. Doesn't happen anymore over there. But yeah, I got real lucky with Truck Sim on Facebook for a while. Was able to build a pretty decent channel over there. But now I'm glad to be messing around with YouTube and Twitch a little bit more. We're going to be doing a lot of simulators on this channel. Truck Sim being one of those we're going to be doing right here on YouTube. Facebook, I'm only going to do Farm Sim now. It's the only thing that does good over there anymore. So Facebook is 100% Farm Sim 100% of the time. YouTube is going to be Flight Sim, Truck Sim, other various simulator games, and then Twitch is everything else, if that makes sense. Yeah, 2600 on Euro Truck and 4K on ATS. Yeah, we had Euro Truck popped off big, didn't it? I forgot about that. 2600 viewers on Euro Truck and something around 4K on American Truck Sim. Yeah, something like that. I need to finish Valhalla before Thanksgiving. I almost played Assassin's Creed today, but I ended up going for Age of Empires instead. This morning over on Twitch, I almost did Assassin's Creed. But yeah, what I'm gonna do, Turtle, whenever Hogwarts comes out, we're just gonna go right to it. No matter what I'm at, if I'm still not done with Valhalla or if we're halfway through Cyberpunk or something. Whenever Hogwarts Legacy comes out, we're gonna drop whatever I'm doing and dive right into that game 100%. And we're gonna live in that video game for a minute too. I'm real excited about that. So is Thanksgiving the kind of time frame they're looking at? It's kind of what I was thinking. I was thinking they do November or something, right before Christmas. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna play the hell out of it. Got 2 games in the fall I'm excited for. Hoover, what you got, man? Yeah, I'll be playing the hell out of Hogwarts. There's no doubt about that. It's going down with that game, dude. Did you play Splitgate or CSGO? I played CSGO on Mixer a lot. I used to like it. I mean, I probably still do, but I haven't played it in a long time. Yeah, I used to play CSGO on Mixer quite a bit. But other than that, no, I haven't. It's been a while. Yeah, they're saying around the holidays. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, holidays 22. Yeah, somewhere around then. Awesome Truck Simulator. Yeah, Truck Simulator was a godsend for a minute, man. You guys, I know Sean remembers that. Ron, Turtle, and Hoover will definitely remember those days. Good times, man. Good times. It's funny how You know, now looking back, I know better than this. But it's funny how when that was happening, the thought or sensation that I had that it was just gonna keep happening. I don't know why, you know. But I thought back then, dude, I was like, hell, we struck gold, man. We're on fire. And I didn't really see how that could change, right? I was like, man, we're popping off, you know. But because of Facebook, it can change. And we had to learn that the hard way. On most platforms, if you hit fire like that, it probably would have stuck for a long time. But just the way Facebook is, it's so frickle, is that the word? It's so fragile. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, Facebook's so fragile, it absolutely can go away on Facebook. And we learned that, you know, you'd have days on Facebook with 400 people watching, and you go live the very next day and have like 10 people at all, right? That's a Facebook thing, man. That does not happen anywhere else, for better or for worse. Oh, no joke. iRacing is making a World of Outlaws racing game for console. That sounds pretty damn cool, Hoover. That's going to be on my list too. We got some cool games coming out. They got a new NCAA game coming pretty soon. A new college football game's coming. We still got Texas for American Truck Sim at some point. The Texas DLC for ATS is going to come around at some point. I am excited for that. We'll be streaming that here on this channel whenever I get it. Hogwarts Legacy coming around. We've got next year, I think Starfield is going to make its way. I played through Skyrim a little bit. I didn't really get very far, but I started a new Skyrim save because I'm super excited for Hogwarts. And so there's nothing else to play that would be similar to that. So I rebooted Skyrim and went and did the wizard part, you know, the College of Winterhold. I went and did that part of Skyrim in anticipation for the Harry Potter game. Because there's nothing else that would be similar. So I played that through somewhat recently, last couple months, I guess. I played that in my free time a little bit. There's a lot of cool stuff, man. Yep, when I joined in July, it was not even 1,000 followers. By December, it was around 12 to 13K. Shot up quick. Yeah, if we could have just hung with it, man, it would be great. And I made mistakes because I never wanted to. And man, hindsight's 2020. I never, we're getting way the hell up here. We need to, let's lose some altitude here. So yeah, hindsight's 2020, right? And I made some mistakes that I shouldn't have made. Because at the end of the day, if you get a chance or an opportunity like we had with ATS, you should really just drop everything and you should gun for that, right? And I was always kind of in this space or thought process that I don't want to get stuck on one game, you know? And so when we were popping off on Truck Sim, we'd have hundreds, if not thousands of viewers on ATS on Facebook. I wouldn't play Truck Sim every day, even then, right? I would play Truck Sim for a day or two, and then I'd go play Farm Sim, and our numbers would go down drastically. And then I'd go back to Truck Sim, and it'd go back up again, right? We did that whole up and down thing all the time because I would switch games. I wouldn't just stick to Truck Sim for a very long time. And by the time I finally decided that I should, it was kind of too late, right? By the time I finally decided that I should stick with one game on Facebook, it was too late. And I had kind of already screwed it up. But what I should have done, if I had known better back then, what I would have done is I would have gone 100% Truck Sim every other day on Facebook and just done everything else on YouTube. I don't know why I didn't think of that back then. Now that is kind of what we're doing with Farm Sim only now, but that is what I'm doing with Facebook now. That's what I should have done back then. If I don't want to play the same game every day, okay, cool. I could have just done alternating days on Facebook every other day. That would have been enough streams. And we could have just stuck on Truck Sim for good. And things might be very different today. If I had fed that algorithm like Facebook wanted me to, things might be very different today. We might have been able to retain that trajectory, right? But like I said, hindsight's 2020, dude. Looking back though, that's what I would have done, and of course that is what I'm doing now, but that would have been the best way to do it, man. Do like Monday, Wednesday, Friday Truck Sim every day on Facebook, and then do Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday on YouTube and just play whatever I felt like. That's what I should have done. But who knows? We might click again, man. It's not impossible. It's happened before, you know. We might click like that on Facebook again. Never know. It could happen. Things could go right back to the way they used to be one day. One can only hope, right? Be the first time a World of Outlaws game has released since 2002. Dang, man. That was a long time. Fuel getting low. Yeah, we're about to land it though. I'm gonna land again. We're gonna go fly the jet maybe. Let's just pull throttle all the way back. We're gonna fall. All right, here's the city, guys. A Madagascar city. Let's go see what that looks like. Never say never. Could come around. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it could, man. We could pop off on Farm Sim. Some people do. Not quite like Truck Sim did back in the day, but we could pop off on Farm Sim. I never know, man. And get it going. At least maybe get back up. Like Prestige is holding pretty steady. From what I see, Abrupt is holding pretty good, around 100, 200 viewers. Prestige is doing the same, around a couple hundred viewers on Farming Simulator. So we might be able to click back into that, you know. We'll see. But like I said, I'm not really too worried about it now. Now that we got YouTube and Twitch and stuff going 50-50 with Facebook, or 33-33 with Facebook, whatever the hell it is, I feel a lot less pressure about Facebook. I want Facebook to do good. I want everything I do to do good, right? Of course, but I have a lot less pressure now to really worry about what it's doing. I'm kind of just going to focus on all three of them. And you know, if Facebook is real crappy one day, I can feel all right that YouTube was good or Twitch was doing good, you know, whatever it is, and just not concentrate on the Facebook algorithm as much as I was doing before, because like I was saying, man, it kind of just makes you not want to stream when you got to think about the algorithm every day and the platform being broken and this and that, and you constantly have to think about that stuff and fit in that box and worry about everything you do to make sure that it's gonna work on Facebook. It takes away the fun of it, then kind of makes you get to the point where you just don't even really feel like doing it anymore. And that really sucks. You know, I've put a lot of years into this. We built a good community, and I don't want to give up on the community, just like I don't want the community to give up on me. But if you know, for me personally, if I just stuck on Facebook 100%, I'd probably quit at some point. Maybe not now, but you know, eventually I'd give up. So I'm happy to be doing what we're doing now. And we'll see. Maybe Facebook will kick up again. If not, maybe we'll start to grow on YouTube. There's not too much simulator stuff on YouTube. It's not super oversaturated. We might get a good foothold on YouTube, man, and start growing on YouTube pretty good. You never know. We might end up playing some random game on Twitch that does really good or something, you know. Anything can happen. It happened to us once. It could happen again. And if not, it'll all be good, man. If not, we'll just be streaming when I can stream and have fun doing it. Do a little work in real life on the sides and maybe play some music and bar gigs and stuff to make some money and live the life I got, man. Now let's try to put her in between these buildings, guys. It's gonna get skinny. Oh, not skinny enough. Fasten your seatbelts, guys. We're gonna bust the jet out. The small jet, the fighter jet, I think. I don't know, maybe we should do the big plane. I haven't flown the big plane in a while. If I remember right, let's go ahead and bust the big plane out, guys. Let's go. I'm wondering where would be a good place to fly that. Really, any major airport's going to be nice. That's France, I believe. I think these are the planes that the trim always moves. Is that right? Let's go with that blue one. That looks good. We're going to try this, y'all. I'm not really going to put an arrival. We're not going to make a real flight of it, but we're going to try to fly this big plane around for a minute. When can you expect your CD? Soon, man. Yeah, soon. So I'm uploading now, guys, on TikTok and stuff. I am uploading some originals. So the originals are going up. I got all my copyright paperwork and stuff back. Originals are going up. over on the TikTok and stuff for the music channel, a little bit on Instagram and things like that. Purely acoustic, me in this room playing acoustics to kind of slowly build the hype. The EP though is coming along, so there's the link tree for the music, guys, if you want to check it out and you haven't done it yet. Wow. Make sure you do, guys. Help me out with the music stuff too. But yeah, the CD, the EP technically, will be out hopefully soon, dude. So like, you know, my vocals are done, my guitar is done, the lead guitar is done now, the bass is done, everything is done except for the percussion, the drummer, right? The drummer that I hired got about halfway through it. There's 6 songs, so I guess he did 3 of them or so. He got about halfway through it, and then he injured himself to the point that he can't play. I'm like there's like a middleman between us. I didn't hire this guy. The audio engineer did, or the producer, whatever you want to call him. He hired this dude, so I'm just paying for him. But I don't know him, but he's a damn good percussionist. You know, I checked out his stuff before we put him on. But anyway, he did 3 songs, injured himself so badly that he cannot drum. I guess he broke his arm or something. I don't know, but he can't drum anymore. So he got halfway done and he can't play. So we're, last I heard from the producer guy, the engineer dude, he's gonna try to work it out and find somebody else, or decide if we can wait for this guy to get better. So there is a bit of a delay now, dude, because we don't have any percussion, because the guy got hurt. So that's kind of a bummer, but everything else is done. Bass is done, lead guitar is done, rhythm guitar is done, my vocals are done, everything's great. We just got to figure out what we're gonna do about the percussionist. Hopefully he's not too badly hurt, but I'm assuming he broke his arm or something like that. I don't know. I just got a text saying, hey, the drummer's injured himself and he can't record the rest of the tracks. I'm like, great, so what do we do? And he was like, well, I'm waiting to hear back from him to figure out what I want to do moving forward, because he's producer, so he's gonna take note of things just like I do and kind of give his opinions and tell the drummer to do this or do that, or say, hey, I don't like this, play a little slower here, you know, maybe take out like every other rhythm, every other beat, or whatever it is, right? They do all that kind of crap, and I'll do some of it too as the artist, and me and the producer will work together to get the finished product that we want. So he does have a pretty good say in how things are gonna go, and he found these studio musicians for me too, which is nice because I don't have to know them. But we'll see, man. Last time I talked to him, he said I'm gonna give him a little bit of time and talk to him and see if he thinks he's gonna recover quickly enough. We can just let him finish it. If we can wait another couple weeks or whatever, it's not that big of a deal. But if he's so badly hurt that it's gonna take 2 months, then we can't wait for him and we need to hire somebody else. So I don't know what we're gonna do yet. Still waiting to hear, but soon enough, man. Hopefully by the end of the summer, that EP will be coming out. Now, this thing's flying easy, guys. Look at this. The World Travel Airbus over here. This is freaking cool. Ouch, building. Yeah. Sean, you might want to refresh your page. It looks like you're a little bit delayed, buddy. You can refresh your page and it'll get you back up. And I think these things like to fly pretty good. Around 80%. Why are they going all the way down? I'm barely pulling it back. There we go. I think they fly pretty good around 80% throttle. I think. We're gaining altitude over here. Most broken bones take 6 to 8 weeks, sometimes longer, depending on how bad the break is. Hope he gets better soon. Yeah, like I said, I don't know the dude. The producer guy found him or knows him already and kind of set us up together. So I listened to his stuff and verified that he's really good, and hopefully we can just have him finish, because it's easier. He's already done half of it, and we're kind of in a point where we got 3 songs that he did do and 3 songs that he didn't do, right? So we can either wait for him to do the other 3, or we can scrap it all and start over with somebody else completely, because we don't really want, I mean, with percussion it's maybe not that noticeable, but we don't really want 2 different drummers for half and half, because their styles might vary and it can change the feel or tone of the other songs, right? Like these 3 songs might have a certain vibe, if you understand what I'm saying, and then the other 3 might have a different vibe because a different percussion is played on it, right? Maybe, I don't know though, because we got the same producer on everything, so he can tell them what to do. So I don't know, I'm gonna let him do it. He's a professional, he's got degrees out the butt from like Berkeley College of Music and stuff. He's got a huge track record and credentials behind him, so whatever he wants to do, I trust him, and I know him pretty well. I've known him for a long time, so I trust him 100%. We'll just let him do what he wants to do, and I'll proof listen to all the stuff, and if I have something I really don't like, I'll just tell him to change it. The first time I ever recorded with this dude, sorry guys, I'm fixing my shoe. The first time I ever recorded with this guy, I must have been 17 or 18 years old. This is a long time ago, but the first time I ever recorded with this dude, he owned a recording studio back then, and everything was great. You know, he did producing on it or whatever, and he's the one who helped me figure out different melodies for the guitars and stuff to do, and the leads, and he helped me a lot because he has a good ear for that kind of stuff. But anytime, and it really only happened twice, I think, where there was something I didn't like, you know, something in the lead guitar that I didn't like or whatever. I don't have the trim is pulling up on its own, Turtle. You see, I'm trying to push the trim down here so we're not steady gaining, but I think this thing can fly up to about 30,000 feet. The trim is moving on its own here. But anyway, he did a whole thing for me of, I think, 12 songs at that point in time. We recorded a 12 song like demo reel for people in Nashville, and only 2 pieces, like 2 places out of all those songs, there were only 2 measures that I didn't like, where I thought it was kind of too busy. So he did the production and he liked this, you know, he was like, oh, I like this, let's do that. And then when I heard it, because I wasn't in the studio that day, when I heard it, I didn't like it. You know, I was like, it's too busy. It's like way too much, you know, too much noise. And so I told him, I was like, hey, I think that's too busy. Can we do something with that and get him to recut that section right there and get rid of that in the background and maybe do a little bit longer of a sustain on this note, stuff like that. And they'll go do it, you know. So between me and him both putting our ears on it and doing that kind of stuff, we should get a pretty good product at the end of it. But the drummer getting hurt is a problem, because we either need to hire a new drummer for the other 3 or wait for this guy. So we'll see what happens. But either way, I'm not in a big rush to release it. It'll come out in a couple months or so. Right now, my main priority, man, to answer your question, Ron, right now my main priority is to grow the music channels. I want to grow the music social medias and stuff, which are doing pretty good. I think we're up around 200, over 200 followers on Instagram in only a couple months. We're about to hit 100 on Twitter in only a couple months. Pretty good. And we're getting close to 500 on TikTok in just 2 months. So all those are new channels in 2 months. You know, they're all growing pretty steady. Right now, my big deal is just to continue to grow those, so there's people to listen to the music when it comes out. So first things first, I got to grow the social media presence. Start playing bars and stuff again too will help me kind of push out some EPs and some iTunes sales or whatever you want to call it. But we got plenty of time, man. We got nothing but time when it comes to that kind of stuff. I'm not in a big rush. All right, we're way the heck up here, guys. Forge, is that how you say that? What is that? Foge, or however you want to say that, man. Welcome to the chat. Do a flip, do a barrel roll. We're pretty high. We can probably do a barrel roll. Let's try. All of them, Turtle. Yeah. Oh yeah, this thing's not gonna roll, man. These used to roll when the game first came out. These would roll. This sucker's not gonna roll this time. Maybe. No, it won't even go further than that. Yeah, can't even roll it, man. Back when the game first came out, you could roll it. So what platforms besides Spotify and iTunes will you put your music on? It'll be on anything that streams. So it'll be on Amazon Music, it'll be on Pandora, it'll be everything. Yeah, it basically, if music is there, my music will be there. Thankfully, we live in a beautiful day and age of free distributors, pretty much, right? Nowadays, if you want to release music, anybody can do it. Anybody can. You know, you could go get on your microphone and just sing like wah wah wah, and you can release that. Just those 3 notes, right? You can just release that as a song if you wanted to, because all you got to do is get your distributor, and they do it all. It's pretty chill. Back a long time ago, you'd have to have a record label. If you wanted to sell music, you had to have a record label. That's just how you did it. But now you don't have to. You did subscribe. It should have popped up, man, but I haven't been over here in a minute, so we're kind of getting back into the YouTube. Thank you for the sub, man. I appreciate that a ton. It should have popped up for you, but it's totally possible that my alerts are not set up the way they should be. I'm going to double check it all tomorrow when I get home. Before we get back in here, we'll be back on YouTube, guys, Thursday afternoon. We'll be back on YouTube right here, same time on Thursday, guys. Tomorrow we'll be on Facebook, and Wednesday we'll be on Twitch. So ! Twitch in the chat for those links if you want to check them out. Facebook in the chat if you want to check out that link. ! FB, I think. We'll get you those. So you have Amazon Music? Cool. Yeah, it'll be on all of them, Turtle. All you do is just upload it to the distributor, and then they put it out there. There's different deals, and some of them are screwier than other ones are. They take a percentage, you know, different stuff. Some of them take 9%, some of them take 30% of the money you make, right? Which is no, there's no money anyway. When it comes to streams, there's no money anyway, unless you're Beyonce. So it's not really that big of a deal. But some of them will take 9%, some of them take 30%. It all depends. But the distributor that I'm gonna use, they go through like ASCAP and BMI and all that stuff, are these little groups that get you your rights for your music if it's played on the radio. If they put it in a commercial, if they play it in Europe on the radio over there, or a commercial over there, anywhere in the world, ASCAP and BMI, they pull your royalties basically. But this distributor that I'm gonna use does all of it, right? So they're gonna do that. And they're going to distribute it out to all of the streaming services: Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, whatever, all of it. There's like 50 of them. I didn't even know there was that many streaming services, but they send it out to something like 50 streaming services. So chances are, if you listen to music, you probably have one of them. They've got streaming services on there that I've never even heard of, but they send it out to all of them. Then they also monitor the airwaves. So if you put my song in your YouTube video, it'll copyright strike you and give me the money. I don't have to do anything at all. If you take my music and put it in your YouTube video, it will automatically copyright strike you, and that distributor will get the money for me and pay it to me at the end of the month. Like I said, we're talking about pennies. You're talking about fractions of a penny, actually. Yeah, it's very, very, very small amounts of money, so it's not like it's gonna actually pay me. But it is cool to know if something did really good by chance, you know, or if something ended up actually being popular. No matter what, if it's played anywhere in the world, I am gonna get paid. So that's kind of cool. So that's the distributor I'm gonna use. They're a little more expensive, but they do that worldwide thing, which is kind of important. I actually have talked on Twitter to a couple of recording or radio stations in Europe. There's a couple of radio stations in Europe that play country music in the UK, and I've talked to one of them on Twitter a little bit, and they told me to send them over some of my stuff, and they said they'd play it. They said, we'll be happy to play whatever you send us. So there's a radio station in the UK. It's probably not really popular because it's country music in England. But there is a radio station in the UK that told me whenever I get my stuff done to let them know, and they'll play it on the radio. And when they do, I'll get paid 1/100th of a penny or something, right? It's pretty wild how it all works. It's kind of cool. Yeah, good looking out, Turtle. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's been cool to learn this stuff too, because when I used to do this when I was younger, I played bars and I tried to sell my music through publishers in Nashville. I never tried to release music at all. I never tried to make a CD for people to buy it outside of like at my shows. I never tried to put anything on the radio. I just didn't really think that that would necessarily happen for me. And I always kind of looked at myself as a songwriter and less of a performer, which is probably true. It probably still holds true today, but I always looked at myself as more of a songwriter and less of an actual singer or recording artist. So I played bars for fun because it was free food and beer and a little bit of money. I played bars for fun. And anytime I ever recorded anything, really the only reason I did it was to give it to publishers in Nashville and let them try to sell it to record labels. That's all I ever did with recording. So I've never released music at all. Back in the day though, none of this stuff was in place, even just 10 years ago or whatever. This stuff was all kind of new, you know, and it's interesting to see now. I actually do want to release music under my own name. It's really interesting to see how it works, and it's honestly pretty cool to see how easy it is that you can massively distribute your music without a record label. You know, like I was saying, you had to have a label back in the day to do that. Nowadays you can do it on your own. You can record anything you want to, and you can release it anywhere pretty much for free. You know, you got to give them a percentage of your streams and income, but if there's no streams, there is no income, and they just don't get paid most of the times. The one I'm using, I do have to pay up front, but it's a little bit better. You can use cheaper ones or free ones, and you can release music. Anyone and their dog can release music on Spotify, iTunes, Apple, anywhere for free, other than the cost of recording it. It's fair game, man. It's really cool to see the recording industry, like the record labels, get pushed out in a way. Like nobody needs them, man. Nobody needs them. If you're actually good, you can go make TikToks and expand your social media presence and do all that work on your own, that marketing and stuff. You can do it on your own, and if you're actually good, people will follow it, share it, and it'll continue to grow. Then you can throw in a little bit of money recording a record, get a free distributor to send it out to everyone, and you can do everything you need to do without a record label. 100%. It's awesome. The only thing is that marketing thing, right? Like a record label's gonna give you $100 grand to make Facebook ads, you know? That might help a lot. But really, you're not tied down to that. You don't have to have a record label anymore to really get your music out in the world. It's really cool. Another nice thing the internet has done for us, right, guys? All right, y'all. We're about an hour and a half in, about 6:30. We're gonna put her down, y'all, and get ready for dinner. Me and my wife have to go somewhere for dinner tonight, so I need to go a little earlier. But guys, I'll be back on Facebook tomorrow afternoon. We're not quite done yet. We still got to crash land this plane. But I'll be back on Facebook tomorrow afternoon around 4:30ish. And I will do some farm sim over there, get things going. And then I will be back on YouTube here on Thursday afternoon, guys. That'd be cool. Yeah, it's really cool, man. You're home now, says Ghost. Watching on the big stream. Damn, what clarity. Yeah, YouTube's a lot more clear, isn't it, Ghost? YouTube is a lot more clear than Facebook is, for damn sure. Guys, again, before you go, if you haven't done it yet, smack that thumbs up button for me. This little image down here will tell you how to do it. You got to exit out of the chat, hit the thumbs up button, and then click back into the live chat. But if you guys haven't done it yet, please do hit that like. Help us out a little bit before we go. Overspeed. Overspeed. Skirt. There's a lot of mountains. I'm over here like, yeah, let's crash land it. There's nothing but mountains every which way I look, man. There's nowhere to put this plane down. When you're crash landing a plane, you kind of want to look for something smooth, something flat. Yeah, the server's gone. Yeah. I never heard back from Brendan, but I messaged Brendan maybe 3 weeks ago, or 3 or 4 weeks ago. I messaged Brendan a few weeks ago, and I told him to check the logs and see if anybody's logged in. Basically, I said look at the last 7 days and see if anyone's logged in at all, and if nobody has been logged in, then just close it, because not enough people were playing on it. We're better off, I think, just doing solo. We can do multiplayer, but I think we're better off doing like a private map and not a online server. You know, like a multiplayer private map is probably the best way for us to go. They just don't have enough action going on to have a dedicated server right now, I don't think. Very cool of Brendan to do that though. Love the animation. Yeah, I made that, man, because there's no like button at first glance, right? Like when you first look at it, it's that. There's no like button. You got to exit and then hit the like. Really weird decision on YouTube's part, I think, but we were sitting here describing to people, you know, I'd be like, hey, hit the like, and people in chat would be telling me, there is no like. What are you talking about? There's no thumbs up button. And then I think Turtle told me you have to exit the chat. So we were sitting here telling people, oh, you got to exit out of the chat, then you got to hit the button, and then you got to hit the chat button again to get back in here. It's like a 3-step process to hit the thumbs up. Not a good thing for YouTube, in my opinion. It needs to be right up front, I think, but for whatever reason, YouTube has it hidden behind the live chat. So yeah, I figured I would just make this up. A little bit of Adobe Premiere magic, and it'll tell you exactly what to do, and then it flips back over. That was me just moving that in Adobe Premiere and, you know, setting it out to move to different places, but it works and does the trick. All right, guys, I believe that is it for the day. We will wind things down. Let's go to chatting, because I don't remember if I ever put the chat up in here. Evidently we have, but it's very confused. Okay, well, the chat's there. I need to work on that. What the hell? All right, there's a few things I got to do. I got to set some stuff up for Twitch that's not quite ready yet. Still have a few things, commands and stuff like that, that I need to do for YouTube here as well. All right, guys, thank you for hanging around. Like I said, we had a really good stream on Twitch this morning playing Age of Empires. Had a good stream over here on YouTube playing Flight Sim, especially considering that I haven't used these channels in a couple months. So it's really cool that you guys are here. I appreciate it, guys. We'll be back on Facebook again tomorrow, and then we will be back on Twitch on Wednesday afternoon, guys. Take care of yourself, be safe, and thank you guys for still being here. Seriously, thank you so much, y'all. Appreciate all you do. Most importantly, my friends, thank you for flying. Please remember that your seat is a flotation device in a case of emergency. Jump out the window.